Well, a warm welcome to this edition of the Morning Call. It is a Wednesday and we are 23 seconds and 2 minutes into 6 o'clock. Now, the political crisis in the Democratic Republic of Congo has left close to 20 people dead in the capital, Kinshasa, despite calls for peace and calm by pro-government individuals, including the newly appointed Prime Minister, Mr. Sami Badibanga. Now, however, his announcement of a new government to come and appease criticism from the opposition. However, it accelerated the crisis last night. Have a look at this report.
As I prepare to take office as head of this government of consensus, I would like to call for peace and calm throughout the Republic. The government has put in place measures to ensure that the law enforcement agencies restore public order in respect of the rights and freedoms of everyone. In the spirit of mutual respect and open collaboration to meet the challenge of the day, especially those relating to the social, economic, and financial conditions of this country, we should use this period to pave way for the holding of peaceful, transparent, and credible elections.
Now, security forces have been blamed for the deaths of the demonstrators in the capital, Kinshasa, and there are fears the crisis will lead the country into another deadly civil war like the one that happened between 1997 and 2003 when the ruler Mobutu Sese Seko was ousted after a 32-year rule.
In a YouTube video not visible in the DRC due to blocked social networks since Sunday night, Etienne Tshisekedi, 84 years old, had called people to no longer recognize the authority of Joseph Kabila, but said he would continue negotiations facilitated by the Congolese Catholic Church, Senko. And worrying about the situation of the country, most of the million inhabitants of Kinshasa have stayed indoors since Monday.
Well, we're being joined by Jean-Marc Kabunda. He's the Secretary General of UDPS, the major opposition party, and he joins us today on the Morning Call. Bonjour, Monsieur Jean-Marc. The call by opposition leader Etienne Tshisekedi was for peaceful resistance. Now, would you describe this, or rather what is happening right now, as peaceful?
The information will indicate that there is a peaceful resistance, so his appeal has been held.
Well, that was very short and precise. But now, according to the United Nations and the mission in the country, at least 20 people have been killed. That is the report we have right now, Mr. Jean. Now, in the past, that has just happened in the past 24 hours. Is the situation under control, would you say?
No worthy Congolese recognizes his power. He is struck by the illegitimacy and illegibility. Therefore, Kabila is facing people who does not recognize his power. I cannot see how he can still control things in his country. We call on the international community and the United Nations as well to ensure the situation in our country does not degenerate, so that they move quickly to solutions that are acceptable to our people.
Now, there was a dialogue that was initiated by the Catholic Church, and it is resuming today. Can you expect consensus from you as the opposition party to get the country out of this crisis?
There is no concession because our constitution must be respected. We will not negotiate our constitution. You yourself have seen that the people have stood up, that the people are demanding the departure of Kabila. We will not contradict our people. Today, our people do not want any more of Kabila, and our constitution limits his power. Since December 19, 11:59 p.m., today there is no question that we can go around the departure of Kabila. He must understand that this is our constitutive It is a will of all our people. And this comes from our Republican Pact signed in Sun City.
Monsieur Jean-Marc, finally, the government that has been put in place right now, it has some members from the opposition. Does it make any difference in this peace process?
Its opponents, who do not take part in the Republic government. Every member of the government is an ex-official member of the state. This government helped to establish the balance of power. On the one hand, there are those who have gone to the city of the OAU, who participate in the government, and on the other side, those who have not taken part in this dialogue, who represent the real opposition in this country.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Jean-Marc. That was Jean-Marc Kabunda Kabund. He is the Secretary General of UDPS, the opposition party led by Etienne Tshisekedi.